Hey there, good morning. I am John. Today is Friday, January 3rd, 2025. I almost said 2024, 2025. This is my daily vlog where each morning I come in here, turn the lights and camera, and talk about what I've been doing, what I'm doing next, and how it's going, trying to make content creation indefinitely sustainable. And we're hitting a cold snap here in the South. It is chilly here in my studio, and I'm getting ready to head west to Vegas where it's going to be warmer. So I'm leaving Florida, which typically warm, but it's cold, to go to Vegas, which last year was cold and now is warm. It's all fine. I'll be inside, doesn't matter. So let's start by, I think this is going to be a quick one today because Friday, and it's kind of, well, you'll see, we talk about it. So let's talk about yesterday, of course. So first, of course, I had that 9 a.m. video drop, which we'll talk about in a second. That was about the GameStation Go. The video is being cascaded like that. I'm not sure which one to talk about. I spent the morning working on the next video, which is this morning, which by the time you see this, it is out, and it's the first Sonic the Hedgehog product that they're revealing from CES, of which there are more coming. So I got that out, and that is published at the moment, but we won't talk about it for a while because I'll be gone next week, which we'll mention. So let's talk about the video that did drop yesterday that I produced on Wednesday. Thursday? Yeah, that's all right. That was the GameStation Go, as I said. We expected that would be popular. There's been a lot of pent-up anticipation for that for some time. Oddly, it didn't. It's on par with, but not quite surpassing, that GameStation Retro Mega that we looked at a couple of days back, but comparable. Just overnight, well, I guess it's been all 24 hours now, one day, about 11,000 views on that thing, and it's still growing. It's slowed down, but only by about half. It's still cranking several hundred views per hour right now. So there will still be anticipation for it until it's released, I'm sure, and then there'll be videos about that. So yeah, we're sowing a lot of seeds for the future. Then then I did, in the afternoon, I did some prep for the podcast rewind, which I'm gonna have to work on before I leave because I won't be able to, of course, there won't be a Tuesday edit next week, and I won't be around, so I'm gonna try to get that done today, which we'll talk about, but I did some prep and get that ready, so lay it out on a timeline and stuff like that. And then, I was monitoring social. I made a short video and reel out of the GameStation Go, and I just kind of ran out of gas yesterday. It's been a busy, from Christmas, it's been nonstop through the weekend, every single day, and I'll talk a little bit more about that at the end of the video before I go. But let's talk about stats, and man, this last 10 days have been hectic, and they have been like an assembly line, and it's showing in the stats. So let's look at my little chart here. I'd like to be at or above this midpoint, which represents 13,000 views and also 80 subscribers on the average over the last 7 days. Of course, above that's better. At that is where I want to be. And up from yesterday, because we got two great performers in the last 7 days. So views, 17.3 thousand views, and subscribers, man, yesterday was almost a 250 day. 188 is the average over the last 7. So, wow. Well, we have another one of those number conundrums. Number conundrum. There's got to be a portmanteau of that. Anyway, so yesterday it was at 73,005 and about a half, right? A third, about a half. So right when I looked at it, we were about to roll over to another 100, but which 100 is the important part? So we were at 73.5, we went through 73.6, we went through 73.7, almost to the end. When I looked, it was like 73.797 or something. So once more, I'm gonna predict in the time it takes me to come back here and then get up there and edit that we will gain those last couple. So I think probably now we're at 73,800. Yeah, I bet you it is. If it isn't, it's the first time it hasn't happened in recent memory. So today, I don't have any production scheduled for today. Today is really getting me and my stuff and myself and my brain ready for travel on Monday to head to Vegas for CES. I mean, I'll do social, social posting and monitoring comments and responding to stuff like that. Maybe I'll do a reel or something. I need to prep for CES, continue to do the stuff I talked about yesterday. I need to, get all my stuff together and charge in the same place because I got to get packed in the laundry and stuff. Because I leave the crack of dawn Monday. I got to get a haircut today. Just, like regular, like living out in the real world adult stuff that I don't do because I live in my cave normally. And also, production-wise, I guess there is some. I'm going to try to get that Rewind podcast episode fully edited and scheduled before I leave. Before I cut off work today, I want that done. It usually takes about an hour, so there's no reason I shouldn't be able to squeeze that in today. Yeah, and then, so to talk a little bit about the schedule, next week, I'm out all week. So don't count on any vlogs next week. It's possible. I think I pulled one off once last CES, but I leave, I have to leave the house like 3 a.m. Monday morning, and I won't get back until like 8 p.m. Friday night, so I'm gone all week. I'll try to, I think last time I just did one from the hotel. I'll try to catch you up on what's going on at some point, but no guarantees, so keep an eye out. If a vlog drops, it'll be a surprise to both of us. But it's going to be a hectic, busy week, productive week. I mean, it's why we do this stuff. We laid the groundwork, we built the relationships, we got the opportunity, we're headed out there, we're going to make as many contacts as we can, we're going to meet people, we're going to get in, produce content, we're going to gather information, shoot B-roll, all that stuff. Look, I'm still using B-roll that I shot at CES 2024 in videos I'm making today. So that stuff pays off to just walk around and shoot stuff and get good footage. So I'll do that, all that stuff, part of my plan for CES. So that's all encapsulated into today. The last thing I want to talk about, which was, I mentioned earlier how I ran out of gas yesterday, and it's just, I observed that since I came back from Christmas, the day after Christmas, I have produced a video, a long form video, every day since till today, every day. So there's 2 of the 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31st, 1st, 2nd, 3rd, all of those videos. So it comes out to what, 10, 11 videos or whatever. And I learned something from it, something you can only learn by doing it probably, which is, they were productive. Not all of them, so some of them were only about 5-6 minutes long, which is fine. And they were all in service of a goal, which is to build anticipation for CES, which I think we accomplished. The thing I learned is that while it's cool to have a video every single day, as a one-man band doing videos every single day, it's not like I shoot it and someone else edits it kind of thing. I grew weary of the same kind of video every day, something I don't do normally, right? So like I have a Friday Plays, and then I have a review of a product, and I have a thrift store find, and then I have a, whatever. I find that variety for me, and something every couple of days, right, is it's not the velocity, it was the homogeny, is that something like that? All the videos were the same kind of videos. It was like, here's a new social drop, let's analyze it. Here's a new social drop, let's analyze it, right? So it was that video every time. And while each of them individually I enjoyed, and I think they were fine, and I'm proud of them, together they kind of burned me out on doing that kind of video. Like I would, if I had another one to do, I'd be like, oh God, another one? Like, goodness, there's not another one to do right now, luckily. So what I learned is, like, I can do a higher velocity with simpler videos, but the variety of type of video that I've been producing, I think, is what keeps it. People talk about burnout, and this is as close as I've ever felt to burnout. A very minor version, it only was getting warm. It wasn't burnt out, right? But I think the reason I haven't felt that burnout thing is because what I do within my little channel niche is a variety of things within it, and it keeps it fresh for me. So, I always have, I'm going to sit and play some game for the Friday Plays. I'm always going to be thrift store shopping on the weekends. I'm going to, there's a cycle of things, and you switch to one, you switch to the other, switch. And by the time you've done 3 or 4 different ones, by the time you come back to another one, it's fresh again. So I learned that when I have to knuckle down, I can get out a long form every day. Now, keep in mind, the topics were provided up to me, so I didn't have to do as much research, right? So I didn't have to go, what am I going to talk about? I'm talking about whatever they throw at me. But it's been an exercise that the last thing I'll mention is that it has taught me a more efficient way to handle this kind of video. this kind of, oh, news just dropped? Oh, okay, gather the images, do a little research, write an outline, throw it in the prompter, and edit it, right? So, and I've now done those, 10, 11 in a row, so I know what it takes to accomplish that kind of video. So I think it will also improve my ability to cover news items more nimbly in the future. If I can retain this knowledge and information, move it to the next thing. So, okay, that's gonna wrap it up for this vlog and for this week. And look, I'll be gone next week. I'll stay in touch as best look, you'll see me on the main channel. It's not like I'm, in a void or something, but I won't be here in my studio each morning to do this for you. So for the foreseeable next week or so, I'm gonna go ahead and thank you for popping in to check out today's vlog. If you're here every day, you know I love you for that. Thank you so much for being part of this with me. Have a good weekend and a fantastic Friday. Not in that order. Be sure to do something good for yourself. And I'll talk to you when I next talk to you sometime. Bye-bye.